Hey guys, okay, so very exciting today. We're starting a new series. We're going to call this Makeover Monday. So here we go, and of course I'm going to be looking for a brush and looking for a brush. That's going to be a theme in this video today, always looking for a brush. We're going to start off with, for this makeover, I'm going to do bronzer, which I hardly ever do, but it's going to be so subtle. It's just going to barely put a little bit of color on my face, and it's just going to kind of give us more color so that when we do the whole makeover, it's not just like, you know, big bold eyes and then nothing else. It'll be so subtle. So if you're an older lady or a more mature, I guess I should say, or just someone who's very minimalist in your makeup, but you want to do a little bit of something, something that people will not be able to detect. They'll know there's something. They just won't be able to put their finger on it. Doing your bronzer like this, in a flattering tone, of course, to your skin tone, is just gonna give your skin that little bit of a perk up. And what in the world? All right, so let's just keep up with that looking for a brush theme. Here we go. Oh, and what do we have here? This is an amazing palette. No, not those colors. Yeah, there we go. Those are the ones we're going to look at today. All right, so I love this palette because it's going to give you that little bit of dusky shadow. So you can try different colors, and they're going to be just that duskiness. That's going to make them real wearable. Very nice, very nice. It's a great shade, great transition shade. I really like with these Colourpop palettes and a lot of the BH Cosmetics palettes too. Sometimes when you get them, just take a look at them and see what how the color story is set up, because it might give you those vertical rows, and like, let's see if how this shadow is going to work out. But it might give you those vertical rows where you can put a full look together in one row. A lot of times they're set up that way just to kind of help you out. I'm not an artist, ladies, so I like it when they're set up like that. Just makes it easier. You don't have to worry about what color goes with what. Now that's sort of a dusky periwinkle kind of purpley blue shade. And it's very subtle, so you're getting that smoky look. But I don't know that anyone could put their finger on what shade that is. So again, if you're not great at doing eyeshadow, get your little quad of colors that you like, and just usually I'll put the medium tone shade down first, then on the outer corner, outer V area, and into the crease a little bit, we'll put that deeper shade that's going to deepen it up a little bit, make it look a little bit smoky. And I'm just making sure that on the edge there I've got a little bit of that first shade we put down and that medium tone, just so that we have all our colors blended together. Now you're going to go in with that shimmery shade. That is such a beautiful, like, duochrome shade shifting in one way the light hits it. It looks one color, and then if the light hits it just right, you're going to get a different color, but it all kind of has all the tones in that will keep it looking pulled together, so it's not just a weird shade. They're all going to be cohesive together. And as soon as I can figure it out, ladies, what way this works best, whether it's to have one eye already done, or to try and kind of trim the video so we don't have all this in-between stuff that might be, oh, I don't know, a little bit boring. Just let me know in the comments, like, if you find this to be just like real boring, and we'll try and speed it up. And since I'm not an artist, and I'm also not like a real bold makeup lady, especially at my age, I do a lot of blending so that it's just real subtle. But then you can still have that real pretty shimmery shade that makes this look special without making it look like you got too much makeup on or you're trying too hard, you know, especially at my age. And again, this palette is really cool because you can try all these shades, but they're kind of dusky, so they're very wearable. That little silicone glitter packing brush is what it is from Morphe. I don't know the number. I'll try and put everything in the description. But it lays down these shimmery shades pretty well. Especially when I've got a big old fat finger and it's hard to use my finger to get into that small space. So this really is very helpful. And in this situation, it was just better to pat it on than to try and swipe it. Now, if my finger was small enough, a finger would work best. It would give you the most payoff. I haven't tried this tool for glitter yet, but I really want to. So maybe on one of these Makeover Mondays, I'll do a glitter look and see if we can't find something, some kind of glittery something that will look good for more mature women in your 40s, which oh my goodness, I'm coming up on mid 40s here pretty soon. And you know, still looking for brushes. Enjoy the music, I guess. I do like to take a little bit of the mid-tone / transition shade and put just a tiny bit on the lower lash line just to kind of bring it up so it just doesn't look like I have a bare lower lash line. Sometimes that can make the look seem a little unfinished, but I can't do too much because I have very downturned and saggy under eyes, and if I put a lot of shadow underneath, it just drags everything down. But just that little bit kind of finishes it off. Now we're going to do some brows. And I've been using this quite a bit lately simply because I have it. I have a full review on this brow pencil on one of my Friday videos. I think it was a Bold Lips for Old Chicks. But I'm using it because I have it, not because I can't live without it. If you purchase this product, I don't think you'll hate it. It's a decent brow pencil. It's just kind of pricey in my opinion, and there's other brow pencils on the market that are just as good, if not better, for less money. I'm sure I'm looking for a brush. Oh, nope, we're up to mascara now. These two mascaras have been decent. Well, the e.l.f. one was not like my most favorite. I like it because it prevents smudging, so I layer it. Otherwise, I wouldn't really layer mascaras. But the Smashbox Superfan Fanned Out Mascara is really good. But I like the e.l.f. one to layer over top to keep it from smudging. It's kind of a, I'm not sure if it's technically a tubing mascara, the e.l.f. one, but it really does prevent smudging. It sets down to almost like a rubbery kind of consistency. It's really interesting. A lot of the mascaras that came out this summer were like that. So the Fanned Out, the Superfan, is going to give you length, a little bit of volume, a lot of length. Just a nice mascara. I really like it. Grabs your lashes, the brush does. Might have been good to try some falsies on this look, but I was kind of flat by the seat of my pants on this day and just didn't enter my head, especially since I don't wear false lashes very often. And recently for my lower lashes, I've been just kind of focusing most of the product at the very root of my lashes and not so much towards the tips, because as I've said before, well, let's talk about this real quick. What in the world? Look at that. Wipe that off, shall we? Yeah, as I've said in the past, my under eyes are very saggy and, you know, baggy and the whole thing. So sometimes the longer my lower lashes are, just draws more attention to that and actually makes them look more droopy. So I've just been focusing a lot of the product at the very roots of my lower lashes, and that seems to look better for me, or work better for me, I should say. Time for blush. This is the e.l.f., I think they're called bite-sized palettes. I think this one is watermelon. I'll put it in the description, but this is your classic peachy blush, really nice. I'm telling you, e.l.f. has just some really good products for a very inexpensive price. If you're a makeup minimalist and you just want, you know, 2 colors of blush, you can't go wrong with these little palettes. And they have a highlighter if you want to try highlight. They're pigmented, but they blend out. It's not too much or going overboard. And for lips today, we're gonna keep it. Looks good. I've got on a Bare Minerals lip gloss today, which turns out to be, on my lips, it ends up looking like, I'm not sure the shade, I'll try and put it in the description. But it just turns out to be like a peachy nude color. Probably could have done a matte today, but. And there we have it. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, ding my bell. See you in the next one.